The text from Mom arrived while I was finalizing the resort acquisition paperwork. Diana, given recent events, we think it's best if you don't come to Villa Bella this summer. The family needs time to heal. Recent events. That's what they called me, exposing Uncle Robert's embezzlement from the family foundation. Apparently, stealing millions from charity was forgivable, but reporting it was an unforgivable breach of family loyalty. Ms. Reynolds. My lawyer, Kate, looked up from her stack of documents. The final purchase agreement for Bella Cove Resort is ready for your signature. I smiled, thinking of my family's precious Villa Bella, their luxury vacation home nestled in Bella Cove Resort's most exclusive section. The villa they'd banned me from. The villa that, in about 10 minutes, would technically be my property. How long until the transfer is complete? I asked, signing the papers with flourish. The resort will be yours by close of business today, Kate confirmed, including all private villas and restricted access protocols. I picked up my phone, looking at Mom's text again. For 20 years, Villa Bella had been the center of our family's universe. Every summer, every major holiday, every important celebration happened there. Being banned from it was meant to be my punishment. Instead, it had become my opportunity. Send the notification letters to all villa owners, I told Kate. Effective immediately, all access cards and security protocols are being updated for safety reasons. Including your family's cards? Especially my family's cards. My phone buzzed again, this time my sister Victoria. Mom told you about Villa Bella, right? It's for the best. After what you did to Uncle Robert. What I did? I typed back. You mean reporting his theft from children's charities? Someone had to show some integrity. It was just creative accounting, she protested. Now he might go to jail. I set my phone down, turning back to the acquisition papers. Creative accounting. That's what they called stealing from sick kids. But I was the villain for exposing it. Ms. Reynolds. My assistant appeared with a tablet. The resort staff is ready for the ownership transition announcement. And your family just arrived at Villa Bella for their annual summer stay. Perfect timing. Have security begin the access card updates, I instructed. Start with Villa Bella. I stood at my office window, imagining the scene about to unfold. Mom, Dad, Victoria, and Uncle Robert, arriving at their precious villa with all their designer luggage, only to find their cards didn't work. My phone started ringing, Dad this time. I let it go to voicemail. The notification letters have been sent, Kate announced. They should receive them within the hour. I nodded, picking up my bag. Have my jet ready. I think it's time I paid a visit to Bella Cove Resort. To see your family? She asked. No, I smiled. To see my property. Sometimes being banned from a place just means you need to buy it. And sometimes family loyalty needs a lesson in consequences. I headed for the elevator, already imagining their faces when they realized who their new landlord was. After all, summer vacation was about to get very interesting. Oh, and Kate. I called back. Make sure Uncle Robert's notification letter includes a reminder about the resort's zero-tolerance policy for financial fraud. It was time to show them exactly what happened when they chose the wrong side of integrity. And exactly who they'd underestimated. The scene at Bella Cove Resort was exactly as I'd imagined. My family stood in the lobby, surrounded by their Louis Vuitton luggage, while the newly informed staff tried to explain the situation. What do you mean our cards don't work? Dad demanded, his face turning that special shade of red reserved for when things didn't go his way. Do you know who we are? Yes, Mr. Reynolds, the manager replied calmly, having been thoroughly briefed. And the new owner has instructed us to update all security protocols. No exceptions. New owner. Victoria screeched. Since when does Bella Cove have a new owner? Right on cue, a staff member appeared with their notification letters. I watched from the mezzanine above as they tore open the envelopes. Mom read it first, her face going pale. This has to be a mistake. What? Uncle Robert grabbed the letter. Reynolds Global Holdings. That's not? It can't be. Looking for someone? I called down, making my entrance. They all looked up, recognition and horror dawning on their faces. Diana. Victoria whispered. You bought the resort? All of it, I confirmed, descending the grand staircase. Every villa, Every amenity, every square inch. Including your precious Villa Bella. Dad stepped forward, attempting his businessman swagger. Now see here, young lady. No, you see here, I cut him off. This is my resort now. And I have some new policies to implement. I nodded to the manager, who distributed another set of documents. These are the updated villa ownership agreements, I explained. You'll find the terms have changed significantly. For instance, there's now a strict ethical conduct clause. Any resident found engaging in financial fraud. I looked pointedly at Uncle Robert. Will face immediate eviction. You can't do this. Mom protested. Villa Bella has been in our family for 20 years. And now it's in my part of the family, I smiled. The part you banned for having actual morals. My phone buzzed, probably Victoria's husband calling to complain. He'd been Uncle Robert's accomplice in the charity scheme, though they didn't know I had proof of that yet. Your access cards will be reactivated once you sign the new agreements, I continued. Assuming you pass the background checks. Background checks. Uncle Robert went pale. For villa owners? Standard procedure, I said innocently. We wouldn't want any criminals in our exclusive resort, would we? Victoria stepped forward, trying a different approach. Diana, sweetie, let's discuss this as a family. Like you discussed banning me? I raised an eyebrow. Or like you discussed covering up Uncle Robert's theft. The manager appeared with more papers. Ms. Reynolds, the villa reassignment documents are ready. Reassignment. Dad's voice cracked. What reassignment? Oh, didn't I mention? I smiled. Villa Bella is being converted into a residence for children from the charities Uncle Robert stole from. They'll get to enjoy luxury vacations while their families receive proper medical care. The lobby fell silent. Even Victoria couldn't argue against that without looking horrible. Your belongings will be moved to a standard suite, I continued. Assuming you want to stay. Though the rates have changed significantly. I handed them a new price list. Mom actually gasped. This is highway robbery. Dad exploded. No, Dad. Highway robbery is stealing from sick children. This is just business. My phone buzzed again, this time with news that would make this even better. Oh, and Uncle Robert? I turned to him. The FBI agents waiting outside would like a word. Something about charity fraud. He stumbled backward, looking for exits. Don't bother, I said calmly. I own all those too. Sometimes karma needs a luxury resort to make its point. And sometimes family loyalty belongs with the victims, not the perpetrators. I turned to leave, then paused. Welcome to the new Bella Cove Resort. Do enjoy your stay, however short it might be. Their faces were priceless. Almost as priceless as the resort I'd bought just to teach them a lesson. Almost. 1 month later, I sat in my new office overlooking Bella Cove's pristine beach, reviewing the changes we'd implemented. Uncle Robert was under house arrest, awaiting trial. The first group of children from the affected charities had arrived at Villa Bella, their laughter carrying across the resort grounds. Ms. Reynolds. My assistant entered with the morning reports. Your sister Victoria is requesting another meeting. And your parents have sent their 6th appeal about the villa reassignment. How are they enjoying their standard suite? I asked, already knowing the answer. They've complained about the size, the view, and the fact that they can see the children playing at Villa Bella from their balcony. I smiled. Good. Remind them that suite rates are due weekly, not monthly like their old villa arrangement. My phone buzzed, a text from Victoria. This is cruel, Diana. Mom cried when she saw those kids playing in her garden. Her garden. I typed back. You mean the garden she banned me from? The one paid for with stolen charity money? Those kids deserve it more than she does. The resort manager appeared with more updates. The charity fundraiser gala is confirmed for next weekend. Several major donors are attending, specifically because of our new children's program. Perfect. I pulled up the guest list. Make sure my family receives invitations. Front row seats to watch their precious villa being used for actual good. They might not be able to afford it, the manager noted. The new suite rates have stretched their budget. Funny how that works, I mused. Almost like karma charging rent. My phone rang, Dad trying again. This time I answered. Diana, he started, his voice lacking its usual authority. We need to talk about this situation. Which situation, Dad? The one where you banned me for exposing fraud? Or the one where I turned your summer playground into a children's charity center? We can make a deal, he offered. Your uncle is willing to make restitution. Only because he got caught, I cut him off. And now you're all living with the consequences. How does it feel to be on the other side of exclusion? After hanging up, I walked down to Villa Bella. The transformation was remarkable. Where there had once been pretentious artwork and designer furniture, there were now bright colors and comfortable spaces. The garden Mom had been so precious about was filled with playground equipment. Miss Reynolds. A small voice called. One of the children, Sarah, who was receiving cancer treatment. Thank you for letting us stay here. I knelt down to her level. This is your home now, Sarah. For as long as you need it. From the corner of my eye, I could see my family watching from their suite balcony. Victoria was filming with her phone, probably trying to gather evidence for another appeal. Send them the weekly bill, I told my assistant. And add a note about our new policy. All suite payments will be donated directly to the Children's Medical Fund. Your mother's been trying to access the spa, she added. Her old membership has been transferred to the children's caregivers, I finished. They deserve the relaxation more. Looking out over my resort, my weapon of karmic justice, I watched as decades of family privilege transformed into something meaningful. The private beach now hosted therapy sessions. The exclusive restaurants served meals to medical staff and families. My phone buzzed one last time, a message from the FBI. They'd found more evidence in Uncle Robert's files. Victoria's husband was now under investigation too. Send an eviction notice to Victoria's suite, I instructed my assistant. Cite the ethical conduct clause. And have security ready when they arrive to deliver her husband's arrest warrant. Sometimes revenge isn't just about taking something away. It's about turning it into everything they fought against. I walked back to my office, passing the new sign at the resort entrance. Bella Cove Children's Hope Center, where luxury meets love. Below it in smaller letters, funded by the Reynolds family fortune whether they like it or not.